Hello, Beard Wizard family, Mission Souls fans. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Ben, and this is Beard Wizard Reacts. This is one of the few reactions that we do currently is Mission Souls Band, and we currently do it on Tuesday. Otherwise, I normally do live reviews. So if you guys are used to seeing me do reviews, this is a little bit different. But if you're here because you like Mission Souls, do check out my other stuff too. I've got so many other videos, music reviews, some reactions to other bands. So there's a lot of content on the channel. I'd appreciate it if you guys checked it out. Let me know what you think. Biggest way to support this channel, clicking that red subscribe button. I need all the help I can get to push me to 7,500 as soon as possible. We've started to slow down a little bit after the beginning of the year. Excuse me, sorry. Trying not to belch. Sorry, I just had a drink and, you know, the human body, and this is a live show. This is a live reaction. But as I was saying, the best way to support is click the red subscribe button. Check out the merch store. Check out everything in the video description. There's links to my books and everything else. But really, just subscribing is huge for a small channel like mine. So I appreciate all of you who already have subscribed. And all of those you haven't yet, if you're to come here and you still haven't clicked that button, remember it's free, costs you nothing, helps me out a great deal. Thank you so much. So anyway, you guys asked for it. I didn't review this last week when it released because, again, I'm not the biggest Deep Purple fan. I grew up listening to this era's music because my parents did, but Deep Purple was not on the list of bands that my parents listened to. You know, I listened to just about everything else but Deep Purple. It just wasn't one of those bands that that was there at the time. I know this song. I know the song very well. We've all heard it a million times. So we're going to take a look at Mission Souls doing a cover of Deep Purple's Highway Star. It's a very popular song, very well known. It's been on everything from movies to commercials, soundtracks, all kinds of different stuff. So we're going to see how they do covering this iconic, 70s rock song that is still holds up today. So let's see how Mission Souls Band does. If you're in the live stream, say hi. Love talking to you guys. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Welcome. I see people jumping in. So here we go. This is Mission Souls covering Deep Purple's Highway Star. Cheers. Hope the opening good. Her guitar is low. What's up, Brian? She didn't hit. I wasn't sure if she would. I listened to refresh my memory on the original version. I haven't heard it, the Deep Purple version in full in a while. Like I said, I've heard it on commercials. We've heard it in a lot of different areas. At least the version I listened to, sort of the live version, the lead singer, of course, whose name has flown out of my head since, opens with a very high-pitched, almost wailing note. I wasn't sure if they were going to try for that or not. But they jump right into the song itself, which is great. Opening is fantastic. Her guitar on the right sounds a little low, and I'm not sure if it's just the audio mix here. I'm having a harder time hearing her her part. It's still there, but it's not quite as upfront as I would expect. Nobody gonna beat my car. It's gonna break the speed of the sound. Ooh, it's a killing machine. It's got everything. Driving power. Big fat tires and everything. I love it. I need it. Okay, that's good. Nice. Yeah, it's a wild hurricane. All right, hold tight. I'm a highway star. I think she's going for the lower register too. Nobody gonna take my girl. I'm gonna keep her to the end. Nobody. So she seems to be working side to look it up. Ian Gillan is the lead singer of Deep Purple, and he has such a high vocal register that actually when I was listening to the original earlier, I wasn't looking at the video, and for a second I went, "Wait, does Deep Purple have a female lead?" Because when he opens, is very high. That high opening note that he sings is way up there. So she seems to be working sort of a little bit lower register than Ian did in the original, but it still is on note. It sounds really good. Brian Carroll, fun fact song is 53 years old, which just so happens to be the kid's combined age at the time of the recording. That's nice. I did not know that. And Ed, first nightclub I ever went in was playing Hush as I walked in the door. That is a nice fun fact. Very cool. And yeah, there's some good music out of it. And Deep Purple is a great band, don't get me wrong. When I say I'm not a Deep Purple fan, it's just because I didn't grow up listening to them. Not a knock at all at the band. They are iconic when it comes to 70s rock and the music of that era. It's just, again, not something my parents listened to, so it's not something I got acclimated to.
Nobody gonna take my girl, I'm gonna keep her to the end. Nobody gonna take my girl, she stays close on every bend. Ooh, she's a killing machine.
Killing it.
She got everything.
The man is killing it.
Like the moving mouth, body controlling everything. I love her, I need
That's
her,
good.
I see her. Yeah, she turns me on. Alright, hold tight, I'm a highway star.
Good harmony there. Very nice. That's what was missing. I was like, the opening didn't sound the same, and it's the opening has a lot of really heavy piano as well. And until she started playing, I was like, there was something missing. I couldn't put my fingers on it. Ice's drumsticks are longer than his arms. I know, Ed. I don't want to say it looks funny because it's not like. It's just he's so small and he's so young and so talented and fast that it's almost like, could they not have gotten him some more proportional sticks? Probably not actually a good idea. But yeah, it does. When he grows into him, it's going to be a spectacular drummer. This guitar, this corner work is awesome. There we go. Right, Ed?
Nobody gonna take my
Very nice break.
speed inside my brain. Nobody gonna steal my head now that I'm on the road again. Ooh, it's a killing machine. It's got everything. Like a moving ground, open road and everything. I love it, I need it, I see it. Yeah, it's a wild hurricane. Alright, hold tight, I'm a highway star.
Kill it, Ice. Here we go. There we are. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, nice.
Nobody gonna
So good. That was by far one of the best solos that they've hit in this, and it's one of the things that modern rock is missing. So it's what makes me love the classics, and going back even, early 90s, 80s, 70s rock, just the guitar solos, the features, the composition of the musicality of it, not just the lyrics, not just the noise, but putting that in there and taking a break and really featuring those guitars, bass solos, things like that. They just don't do as much anymore. Brian Carroll, second year in a row, Mission Souls have had a viral song. That's awesome. Last year it was Hysteria, and now this. Yeah, this is fantastic. I understand why. I wished I'd done it last week. Again, I was drawn to the Bandmade cover that they did. But yeah, this is fantastic.
take my car, I'm gonna race it to the ground. Nobody gonna beat my car, it's gonna break the speed of sound. Ooh, it's a killing machine. It's got everything. Like a drive.
Brian, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I saw that, Tim. Fantastic. Damn, that was good. That was, again, I wished I'd done this last week. That was freaking fantastic. Yeah, the thing that I love about these kids is, yeah, they're super talented. They are really good at what they do. They're only going to get better. They're going to grow into phenomenal musicians. They're already fantastic. But the blend of genres, of eras, they are learning so much from this, and it's only going to make them better, rather than pigeonholing themselves into modern music or doing covers of stuff that's on the radio today. Really doing new stuff, doing indie stuff, covering Japanese metal, covering bands that we don't normally hear on the radio, or we don't hear anymore, or bands that started before these kids were even a sparkle in their parents' eye. Yeah, this is fantastic. I love reacting to these guys, and I love seeing you guys pop in here. I really appreciate it. Brian, again, thank you so much. That means the world to me. The support for this channel is, every click, every like, every comment helps. When you guys actually send your hard-earned dollars, or in this context, your euros, that's huge. That really does mean the world. Brian, Ed, Tim, Ricky, thank you all so much. I really appreciate all of you who come to the channel, comment, like. Be sure to subscribe. Go subscribe to Mission Souls if you're not already. Share it out there. Let your friends know. And hopefully I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.